Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz. Hey, Margie here. How are you? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you prioritized yourself? I mean, like really prioritize yourself. I'm not talking about a quick coffee run or strolling on your phone at the grocery store checkout line, okay? I mean, did something for you that made you feel cared for and ready to take on the world. Let me tell you something that changed my life. God created you to thrive, not just survive. Thriving starts with trusting Him enough to pause, breathe, and let Him renew your strength. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast. I'm so grateful you're spending a little bit of your day with me, whether you're driving to work, meal prepping for the week, or sneaking in a few quiet moments before the chaos begins. I'm truly honored to be here with you. And hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss a moment of encouragement and action steps to help you step boldly into God's calling. Let me tell you about my weekend. I ran a 5K. Yes, I know, shocking. Let me be honest, a running race was not on my 2025 vision board. My gym was hosting a fundraiser and I wanted to help. So what the heck? I invited my husband, two of my daughters came, Victoria and Mia, and Victoria's boyfriend. I had zero expectations. I thought, okay, we'll just walk most of it. Honestly, I gave it no thought. Something happened. I was running with Victoria and Julian, and they decided to stop halfway. But I don't know, I just kept going. And before I knew it, I had run all the way to the finish line. Guess what? I made it to the finish line without stopping. And to my surprise, I came in second in my age group. Here's the kicker. The medal wasn't the biggest win. It was the reminder of how far God has brought me. Take a moment to think about this. When have you experienced God showing up in your life in a way you didn't expect? Maybe it was during a tough season, or maybe it was in the little things, like having the strength to keep going when you thought you couldn't. For me, 2 years ago, I couldn't get out of bed. I went from running races and hitting the gym regularly to someone who could barely function. I was exhausted, overwhelmed, burned out, and sick. At first, I fought it. I thought, if I just push harder, I'll be okay. But let me tell you, sis, God doesn't work that way. When He's calling you to rest, you better believe that He means it. One day, I hit a wall and I realized I couldn't keep going. I closed my eyes and I prayed, God, you want me to slow down? I get it. I will trust you and I will slow down. I mean, not like I had a choice. I had debilitating migraines that sometimes made me so sick, I could barely move. And you know what? He renewed my strength, just like He promises in Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. While I was resting, God spoke to me so clearly. In that stillness, His voice was undeniable. He said, your gift is for me. You see, I had been speaking for a while, and while my logo has always been a cross, my message wasn't necessarily Christian. But during that time alone with God, He made it very clear. He needed me to help Him spread His message. And thanks to that moment of surrender, I'm here with you today, reminding you just how awesome you are, how precious you are in His eyes, and that He made you for an amazing purpose. He makes no mistakes. Trust me. Now let's talk about shoes. Last November, I volunteered at a conference and I had to wear all black shoes. I didn't have any. So since I was going to be standing for days, I bought the most comfortable pair I could find. I don't know about you, but my kids always get new shoes. Me? I've been wearing the same worn out pair of running shoes for way, way too long. Can you relate? those new shoes made a huge difference. My feet didn't hurt. I felt supported. And I realized something. It's the same with self-care. When we're constantly giving and never replenishing, we're running life in worn-out shoes. But when we invest in ourselves, we can go farther, faster, and stronger. You could even get a little medal. If you're curious about the shoes, I'll link them in the newsletter and blog. I love them and they made a huge difference. So anyway, side point. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Number 1, rest is an act of obedience. When God calls you to rest, listen. Fighting it will only lead to burnout. Trust me, I've been there. Rest is not idleness. It's preparation. Anne Lamott said, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. They say if the washer and it's not working, unplug it, put it back in. You got to do the same, girl. Number 2, invest in yourself. Whether it's a pair of new shoes, time to exercise, or a quiet moment with God, prioritizing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary for stepping into your calling. Jim Rohn said, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. And number 3, celebrate God's goodness. Running that race wasn't about the medal. It was about celebrating what God had done in my life. Don't forget to pause and thank Him for how far He's brought you. Sis, let me say this boldly. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your family, your calling, and your mission all need you to be at your best. Prioritizing your health, reconnecting with God, and stepping into His plan will transform your life, I promise you. Remember, God created you for a unique purpose. Right now, that purpose might be raising your family, but He has more in store for you. And no one else can step into the calling He's designed for you. Start today because your calling needs you. If today's episode resonated with you, I have a free resource to help you start your day with peace and purpose. It's called the 10-5-5 Formula to Finding Peace in the Everyday Chaos of Life. Download it for free at margieruiz.com. It's right there in my homepage. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. I can't wait to see you then. God bless. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.